Live. Okay, welcome. This is Stephanie Zima with Walk It Free, the success you crave and the support you need. So, having said that, today I want to talk a little bit about the things that I should have known in the beginning of my network marketing career, right? How do you create dollars without talking to your friends and family? There is something specifically that you need to know in order to make that happen, okay? And when I first joined, let me take it back. Like, I first joined network marketing 6 years ago. I would say it was 6 years ago. And I happen to be from a different country. I live in the US, but I am actually from Germany. So when I first started, I did exactly what my network marketing company told me to do. And that was talking to my friends and family, right? And even though I was slightly mortified about talking to them and asking them and wondering what are they going to think about me? How is this, like they're probably going to laugh at me. And they did, right? I'm in Germany at that time. Network marketing wasn't really big. So all my family was kind of thinking like, she now lost it. Like, it's kind of crazy. But tell you that. So I did it anyway, right? I was bold. I had beliefs. I had dreams. I wanted to make something happen. I had the drive and I saw the opportunity. I knew network marketing would be getting me where I wanted to go. So, long story short, I recruited everybody that I knew in the very beginning, and then I dried up, right? And that time, I wish someone would have told me what I'm going to tell you now. The cold market, okay? The cold market is what you are in when you're not talking to your friends and family. And what exactly that means is that you are talking to strangers, just like I'm talking to you right now, strangers that you need to turn into people that know you and you get to know them. And then they need to like you and they need to trust you. And then that converts into sales. Okay, that's what we know. But how do you do that, right? First of all, when you are up in online, you know as much as I do, many people don't even share their real things. You see, when you're scrolling through the net, you see a lot of people selling you stuff. You seeing a lot of people coming up with created content of some, so to speak, some sort. How are you really going to get to know somebody that way, right? Now, when you are engaging with them, you are always met with this underlying, what does this person want? Why is this person sending me a message? Why is this person, so there's a lot of different moving pieces. And I'm going to explain to you today what these moving pieces could look like and how you can see and focus on the process, okay? Because this is really what I had to learn over 6 years. It's focusing on this overall process. It's almost like a puzzle pieces. You have a little bit of marketing, you have a little bit of recruiting, you have a little bit of customer sales, you have all these different puzzle pieces, and they need to somehow fit together for you to actually have results, okay? Results. And it's mindset, and it's content creation. It's a whole bunch of stuff, okay? But here is how you can picture a cold market. I'm from the logistics industry, right? And we move containers from, let's say, Germany to the US. And in that container, every one of you has seen probably a container, and it's like the steel box, and there's something in it, okay? People are just like that. When you see a container, you have no idea what you're afraid is what's inside of that container. You don't know if it's a refrigerated container. You don't know if it's steel drums in there with liquid. You don't know if it's explosive. You don't know any of the things, okay? So what you need to, and you also don't know, is this container moving from Germany to Chicago? Is this container moving from Germany to LA, to California? Is it going to Arkansas? Where is it going to? Okay, none of these things we know. So in order to figure that out, that's when you start having a conversation, but not just a random conversation. So here's my key, okay? First, you have to know yourself. I know everyone tells you need to make connections, but if you don't know what you are, what kind of container are you? Are you a refrigerated container? Are you an explosive? What kind of cargo are you carrying inside of you? Okay, because how can you connect with other people outside? How can you find the people you like to work with? How can you find the people you know, or you can help if you don't know who you are, what you can help with? Yes, we know what our products are doing. Okay, we know what our products are doing, but we need to know. Okay, we need to know who we are authentically. Now, this buzzword goes around all over the place. Everyone is saying, you have to be authentic, show up as you, blah, 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 blah. All these things. How? How are we doing this? How are we us if we don't know who we are? Okay, you've got to break it down. You've got to break it down to that first step. Okay. Now you can share your products and you can share the things as you're going around, and as you are in this process, like some of you have seen me share my health journey. Like, yes, I'm falling off my health. Like, I've been traveling and like, no, there's no healthy food options. Like, I did poor planning. Okay, so I'm going to share that because I want people to look at gut health also. But that's aside from the fact, you can do it that way, okay? You can do it that way. But what you need to know is you need to know who you are first before you can create authentic content. You need to know what you're good at. You need to know what you're liking. You need to know if your products are something that you really love or not, okay? If you're not really loving it, if you're not really knowing which way you want to take it to, then you are not able to show up authentically. And what happens when you are not knowing what's inside of your container? You might match with a container that is not matchable with you, okay? If you put, let me tell you exactly, the refrigerated cargoes, like let's say it's frozen seafood from China, okay? Frozen seafood from China needs to be moved fairly quickly, okay? It needs to be moved fairly quickly because if that reefer does not get plugged in somewhere, you know what happens to frozen food, right? It thaws out. Now, if you are coming in contact with people online that are looking for quick solutions, yet you are somebody who's liking a slow approach, okay? That's not going to match. Those people are not going to match. If you're an aggressive person and you're talking to timid people, do you think you're going to be a great leader? No, you are not going to be a great leader to them. Okay, now you can be doing the painful death and go and just spammy everybody out and just kind of like boom, 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 and get a lot of no's and then quit because you're feeling like the biggest piece of junk there is. Yes, and that happens to a lot of people, okay? They are bold, and that happened to me too. Like I was told in the beginning, you just have to be bold. No. No, you don't just have to be bold. You have to know yourself so you know who you're mashing with. So you know what speed you're looking for. You need to know what speed you're looking for. You need to know, are you looking for an aggressive kind of person? You need to know, are you looking for somebody you can help? You know, because you're trying to sell a steak to a vegan. Okay, if you don't know that you need to look for vegan people, if you're just being bold, you think how many steaks can you throw at how many vegans for them to actually purchase from you? Think about it. So you need to know that when you're in a cold market, first step, you have to know you. You have to get to know you. That's why mentorship is important. You have to know who you are authentically. What do you like? What speed are you operating in? What is your preferences? And then from that spot, from that thing, when you know who you are, you're looking into the next thing. What does your product do? What benefits does it give? Okay, is it aligned with what you are and who you are? See, if you are trying to sell leggings, but you're not somebody who's wearing leggings in the first place, how authentic do you think you are? I'm sorry. How authentic do you think you are? Okay? If I would be a beach body coach, yet I have like not the body to it, how do you think yes, I can share the journey. But guys, I probably will not be super influential. Just gonna say it, okay? However, there's angles to it. So once you know who you are, then you can take a look to who you're looking to attract, okay? Now, if you are somebody like me, yes, in my network marketing business, I am looking for people. Actually, I'm looking for people who I can teach how to make money, because that's what I'm really great at. I am looking for people who are wanting to get healthier, right? Because I do too. But I want to teach them how to make money, because that's what I can do. I know how to show up. I know how to do these things, okay? I have invested enough in my own mentorship that I'm able to teach that stuff, okay? So you guys need to know, what are you confident about? Because when people online, they will know. They know if you're lying. They know if you're going to tell the truth. They know if you are going to just try to sell something to somebody. They will know. So getting to know yourself. What are you in a container? Who are you right in there? That is key. That is key. Okay? Then who are you looking for? So that they mesh with you. Guys, you don't want everyone on your teams. You just don't. You want the people that you get along with. And that goes with, whether or not you're talking to your family and friends, right? You don't necessarily want your family and friends, because guess what? How many of us don't like our family much? We love them, but we don't always like them. I'm sorry if my family listens to this. Sorry. We don't always like them. We don't always want to be spending every 5 seconds with them. But if you are with them in your team, if that is your customers, your teammates, right? You need to like them. You need to like them. So know, like, and trust. Now, the same thing. So once you know, are you an explosive? Are you a reefer? What are you? After that, you need to also know what makes you motivated. What makes you motivated? Okay? If I'm somebody who wakes up every morning and I'm like the first one, like this, yet I'm trying to attract people who are like getting up in the evening, that's not mashing. It's not mashing, okay? So we need to know ourselves first, and then we need to look for the people who are like us. And what happens when they are like us? They're going to relate. They're going to say, hey, listen, yeah. And so what happens when they give us the feedback? When they start liking us, okay? When they start liking what we're doing, when they're liking what we're saying, we're going to feel great about it too, right? And when we feel great about it, then we are going to have energy that is in alignment, authentic alignment with everyone in that realm, okay? Birds of a feather flock together, you guys. Birds of a feather flock together. Everyone who is the same will come together. Okay, they will come together and they will like it and they will trust it and they will then buy from you. Okay, that's how this goes. But it doesn't happen if you don't know yourself first. You have to know yourself first, you guys. If you don't know yourself, you can't flock with anybody, because who are you going to flock with? You don't know. Am I like this? Am I like that? Am I like, you don't flock with anybody then. And that's what's frustrating. And I wish that people would have told me this 6 years ago, right? They would have I started fairly soon with personal development. I went through mindset coaching. I went through a whole bunch of stuff, like literally foundations, you guys. Foundations is everything. Foundations is everything. When I say foundation, what do I mean? I mean by get to know who you are, get to know what you like to do. What are your hobbies? Like many of us adults, we forget, okay? We forgot. We are so busy with our responsibilities that we forgot. We forgot who we were. We forgot what lights us on fire. We forgot. But in network marketing, you have to have excitement. You have to have energy. You have to bring it. People are not going to see you. If you're like, people are not going to see you. They're not. It's loud out there right now. Everyone has something to share. I'm telling you, everyone is selling some kind of a drink, some kind of a health thing, some kind of everyone is. How do you stand out? How are you standing out? How are you making yourself visible to people? It's energy, okay? It's energy, but you can't bring energy if you don't have your foundations fixed, okay? Where are you hurting? Where are you in pain? What is stopping you? What can stop you is what you need to know. You need to know so you can prepare, okay? When you know what's stopping you, that doesn't mean, oh, I'm going to roll around in my victimhood here. No, that means when I know what's stopping me, I can take measures to stop what's stopping me, right? Does that make sense? I can stop what's stopping me. Can't stop what's stopping me if I don't know what it is. So I have to learn how to stop what's stopping me. You can only do that once you have watched your patterns. When you have watched and tracked what is stopping you, okay? I wish I would have had in the very first year. Honestly, I probably would have quit my opportunity. And the reason why I'm sharing this now is because I know many of you are getting into network marketing right now. Many of you are getting into online businesses. Many of you are going to find themselves desperate to make extra money. I know. I was you too. Okay? I saw an opportunity. I was a desperate mom back then. Okay? I love my kids. Everyone knows that. I love my kids to pieces, right? But I was so bored. I needed something else, and I didn't want to work full time at that time. And many of you are sitting at home now and you want an online business, okay? But it's very overwhelming if you don't know all these puzzle pieces. You need to find somebody who's going to tell you what to do next. And you need to have somebody who has enough maturity in personal development. Watch your uplines, guys. Not every upline, it's not their fault. Okay, but watch who you're listening to, because that is who's going to either make it or break it for you. Okay, I had to invest tons and tons and tons of money, okay, in learning all the things that I know now and that I'm teaching you guys. But it's not my upline's fault. It's not my company's fault. But you have an opportunity. Look for those people, okay? Look for those people who know. Personal development is key number one in the cold market. That's just it. If you don't know yourself, you're not knowing who you're going to look for, you don't show up with the right energy, and you will just not have results. Okay? So I hope this was helpful. If it was helpful, you guys, make sure you hop onto my email list so that you can never miss anything that I'm going to share. I also have a YouTube channel, which this will be uploaded to, that will have consistent trainings coming up. Make sure you invite other people to take a look at this. Share it out. Do me the favor, subscribe, show me some love. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you want me to train on, because you know what, guys? I know there's a lot of people now who are starting out. And if I can help some people, I am a recovering people pleaser now, working on my own discipline with my time, right? But if I can still help you all out, I would love to. Let me know what questions you have. Send me a DM. Whatever I can do to help you make it a little bit easier, I will. Okay? Mwah!